check it out. I'm not in my car. I just got out of my car and I was driving home from the grocery store. And you know that's where I do all my thinking because that's just how it goes. So last night, Sean came home having a horrible day. And here's where I usually go with that. I need to fix it. I don't want him to feel, I don't want him to be angry. I don't want him to be sad. I want to make sure he knows that this is how he can handle it. La, 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 let's get everything in order so he can't hurt. And little news flash, when I do that, he doesn't feel any better. He feels, me making him feel guilty for not feeling how I think he should feel, it just doesn't work. And it never will. So I applied some of the stuff that I was talking about the other day. I said, you know what, that sucks. Totally. Sucks. And he just kind of looked at me and I'm like, but I love you and you look really freaking hot right now. And we just kept talking for a minute and then I went out and he came out later and he's like, dude, that really helped when you just let me be angry at my day. And then you were so nice to me. And I'm like, okay, that was so simple. Why can't I do that every time? But what happens is we get fears ourselves when somebody else is scared or we see someone hurting in a similar way that we've hurt, or we can understand and empathize, but we don't want them to feel that. We want them to fix it and have faith and realize that it's going to get better. So we force our beliefs on them so they can feel better about their reality. But what really happens is that causes that guilt that they already have inside of them for having a bad day, or that insecurity, whatever it is that they're already building on. It causes that to grow, and then you're almost their enemy for reminding them of things that they already know. So, application of what we were talking about. I know that all of you are working on this because we've been talking about it. But I'm also thinking of people who are struggling in, maybe like a friend of mine whose husband passed away, and all of our friends keep calling, what can I do for him? What can I do for them? And at first I was starting to give people lists. You know, I really loved it when people came over and cleaned my floor. I really loved it when people brought gift baskets for the kids and they had something to do, or they grabbed them and took them to a baseball game so I had a break and they got to go be kids for a minute. And those things are so great. Those were so helpful. But what I loved even more than that and helped me embrace my pain was when people came and they let me feel right where I was. They didn't say, oh, you got to have faith, you got to use grace, and you got to be better, and it's going to be okay, and tomorrow's going to be easier. Because at that time, I wasn't willing to listen to that yet. I wanted to be angry at some things. I wanted to be really, really sad some days. And a few times people came and told me how to feel, that I shouldn't be feeling angry, that I shouldn't be angry at Emmett, blah, 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 whatever it was. And I remember almost resenting that person. And what they were saying was 100% accurate. It was true. I needed to find grace and I needed to turn to Christ. But some days, first I needed to embrace that I was hurting and look at that pain and say, I'm hurting today and it's okay. I need you to allow me to hurt. And those friends that came and let me cry or let me be angry and just go off about the things, they actually helped me more than the ones who told me the things that I already knew I should be doing. So that's my advice to all of us. Us with kids come home with a bad day. They just want to be validated that it's okay that they're feeling that. And as soon as they're validated that they have any power in that emotion, I truly believe that we can help them work through it faster than giving them the checklist or the advice, which, trust me, I am the queen of, well, I have an answer for you. Let me fix this because I don't want you to feel, I don't want you to hurt. I don't want you to see pain. I don't want you to go through anything that we've ever gone through in our life or anything that I felt when I was a kid. I don't want you to have to do any of it. So let me fix you. But today, I really think that this thought that keeps coming to me will be empowering for all of us, because even myself, I start to feel angry towards something and I'm like, no, let's hush that. Let's push it down. Let's suppress it and pretend that everything's good and I'm happy. And until I acknowledge that it's there, it's not going anywhere. But if I can just say, you know what? Yeah, anger. We've all seen the movie Inside Out. Anger, I hear you And I agree with you. This sucks. But I'm okay with it. You be angry for a minute. Go for it. Let's see how that feels. Just play it out. How are you going to be angry? That fear that kicks in with my triggers. Go for it. Play it out. Let's just get it over with. I acknowledge that you're there, and I'm not scared of you anymore. I'm not afraid to be angry. Let's just get it over with. That doesn't mean I have to act on that anger, but acknowledging it inside of me or acknowledging it in someone else. Wow, I can see that you're angry. That really sucks. I don't know if this is going to help anybody with anything, but it's helping me today because I get so stuck in wanting to fix everybody's everything and wanting everybody to allow me to feel when I'm there. So it's worth a shot. I'm going to give it a try. If you have a friend or you yourself are going through a struggle, you aren't alone. We're all inside dealing with something. We're dealing with those emotions that are real. And so we either can run from them today or we can acknowledge that they're there and let ourselves be human. Let ourselves make mistakes, but also use that power that we can give that emotion to also help it find the light that we're missing. Find that brightness that it's trying to hold us away from by allowing it to be real. So hope you're having a good Wednesday. I'm going to go put my groceries away and pick up my little boy from preschool. And I hope it's a great day.